I'm Samantha Cohn, and these are my 3.5 months in London.
Listen up, everybody, the bottom line. I'm a black intellect, but I'm refined. We precision like a bullet, target bound. Just living like a hooker, the harlot sounds. Now, when I say the harlot.
In the middle of August, I traveled from New London, Connecticut to London, England through Northeastern University's NUN program. I knew I'd miss my friends from home, but I was so excited to have an adventure in London as well. So after many hard goodbyes, I left on a plane from Logan Airport, beginning what was to become a life-changing experience.
My mouth and my legs just gave out. Why in the world would you hit me when I'm down? When I'm down?
We arrived in Heathrow Airport early in the morning and immediately jumped into orientation activities, such as learning what grocery stores to go to and how to find the FIE building Foundation House, where all of our classes take place. I was jet-lagged and a little overwhelmed, but excited for classes to start and for the trip to really begin. For my British Life and Cultures class, we took a field trip almost every Friday afternoon. Some of the places we visited included the Tower of London, Kew Gardens, the British Library, and the British Museum. Each of these locations was so interesting to me because in every site there was at least one thing I had learned about in school, whether it be the original Beowulf text or the Gutenberg Bible, both of which are housed by the British Library. It truly started to bring to life things I had merely read about previously. One of my favorite courses was Music in 20th Century Britain because we were able to attend concerts with our professor as part of the curriculum. My favorite concert was an experimental exhibition that was located in downtown Soho. When we weren't in classes, most days my friends and I spent our time trying out different coffee shops around London. Some of our favorites were in Covent Garden, Holborn, and Shoreditch, all of which had different vibes. Of all the neighborhoods we visited, my favorite would have to be Shoreditch, which is located in East London and is known for its street art and edgy feel. We spent many days there working in cafes and exploring an entirely new part of London. Two places we studied commonly closer to home were the Victoria and Albert Museum and Hyde Park, both of which provided study spaces that in good weather were phenomenal places to work. Learning to use the tube was one of the most rewarding experiences I had in London. At first look, the tube map was intimidating and completely overwhelming, a maze of brightly colored lines all snaking in different directions. But as I became more and more confident in my abilities to get somewhere, my anxiety of getting lost melted away. There were times that I did get lost, but I think there is some benefit to making yourself find your way back. I commuted 45 minutes to my service learning every Monday morning to the Christ Church of England primary school located in Brixton. Brixton is known for its rich West Indian culture, but also for its high levels of crime and drug abuse. The kids at the school were underprivileged and all were incredibly kind and rewarding to teach. Though it was sometimes nice to be close to Metrogate, during our fall break we were ready to travel. My friends and I first traveled to Prague in the Czech Republic. From there, we traveled to Vienna, Austria. The last place we went on fall break was Budapest. Two other places I got to travel were Amsterdam and Edinburgh, Scotland.
My girl got a minimum, keep stuck right there till the number comes. Leave it smooth, operator looking like a bum.
My girl's got a city to run, got the key to the kingdom where the money's from. Never seen the color yellow, never seen the sun.
And he thinks I'm
Although I had an amazing time away, it was comforting to return to our beloved home on Queensgate Terrace and get back into London life. I had missed the beautiful Kensington Mews, the excitement of High Street, and even our supermarket Waitrose that I frequented almost daily some weeks. Learning to buy groceries was a surprisingly stressful experience, but it's not so bad now. There are countless instances of when I felt I was gaining the capacity to be an independent adult. Throughout the trip, I couldn't help but constantly compare the person I was when I first arrived in August to the person I was at that moment. I've had experiences that will always stay with me, along with friends that I will never forget. London, to say the least, was a huge success.